to prepare for, and hopefully, with great excitement in which I will be bringing to y'all next release in NBA 2K20, and just a couple of ideas rolling off the top of my head. But what I've done here is one idea which I will generally be kind of going for, is setting up a pretty decent super team going, and trying to take the idea of that. So, but there are some rules in which I will be kind of sewing with that a little bit. If I sign a huge free agent, which in this example I'm using Minnesota, and I cannot sign anybody. If I sign a huge free agent, they have to be 34 and above. So that kind of rules out several other guys, but like Kevin Durant and all those type things. But if I sign one or trade for one big time free agent, he can only be 34 years old and up. Free agency, kind of the same way. If I sign a big time veteran, he has to be 34 and up. So on this example, I still have Derrick Rose, Tyus Jones, Terry Rozier III, and then Jeff Teague. I also have him signed Terry Rozier mostly due to the fact that Boston let him go, and they decided not to re-sign him. And then of course veteran Jeff Teague, who is still with the team, and certainly done, who's still on the team, but finding it very tough to find some PT time with all the veterans on this team. So Dwayne Wade, of course, the reason I signed Wade is, we pretty much know yes, there is the big word right there. He's retiring at the end of the season, and he is in his lone season with the Timberwolves. He is retiring after playing last season with his home team of Miami, and so needless to say, he is calling it a career after this. And then, of course, LeBron James, we signed trade with the Lakers last season. He averaged 21.4 points a game, and so far this season he's averaging 12 points a game. Of course, with all the talent that we have on this team, I can see why. And then, of course, Covington, and then, of course, we signed veteran Carmelo Anthony right now. So really kind of a little. And then we signed veteran Paul Millsap to the team. So right now he is with us he is with the team for a little bit right now. With the team, his contract will be up at the end of the season. So this is his second season with Minnesota. And then of course you got the big cat, Karl Anthony Towns, Georges Niang playing right in back of him, and then of course we also acquired 7'6" monster out of Central Florida, Taco Falls, as we signed him, but right now he's spending some time in the D League to hopefully improve his skill just a bit. And then on the other side, the Lakers, we did, some of this was my signing, a lot of this was just a computer, but they signed Patrick Beverley, Elfrid Payton, Lonzo Ball still with the team, Tyron Wallace and Frank Howard, which are still in the free agency period of it, and then Bonga, the 6'8" man. Of course, they signed Klay Thompson, and we still have Josh Hart and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Brandon Ingram, and Andrew Wiggins, and then Kyle Kuzma, and then of course the big Z, Zion Williamson, the big 19-year-old out of Duke, and then of course Moritz Wagner, Charles Bassey, and then Goga Bitadze at center for the Lakers. So that's kind of how it's going so far. We've gotten ourselves past the All-Star picture, the All-Star game, and right now this is kind of how the lookings of it right now is. Houston 23-2, Golden State 15-5, the Thunder 13-5, Grizzlies 15-9, Portland 14-9, the Lakers 14-9, the Nuggets 13-8, and right now the Timberwolves barely hanging on to any resemblance of 8th place, sitting right now in that final playoff spot right now. So right now just kind of getting an idea of what to prepare, kind of some ideas I'm throwing around my head right now as kind of things to think about for the next season. So I thought that might be a good idea to kind of look towards. And as you can see right now, the Utah Jazz are currently number one, possibly acquiring the number one pick in the draft. And then, of course, the Clippers with the tie for the second worst record with Sacramento. And then Charlotte, Boston, the Magic, and then the Knicks, and then so on, so on, so on. So that's kind of where we're at right now with this. So it's kind of just some ideas in my head of what to prepare for with next season. And then the other idea is just a franchise that I'll be introducing myself. Hey, Mike and lady, how are we doing tonight? I really hope everything's going well for y'all tonight. So some ideas there in which I can sign some big-time stars. Just they have to be 34 and over if I trade for one, and if I trade for one, and then if I trade for an all-star, then they have to be 34 and older in order to sign them. Just like I said, with the front office, I did sign the big trade I made last season was signing LeBron James. Was trading for LeBron James, got him, and then in the free agency got Paul Millsap on the team, and then Dwayne Wade, and then Jeff Teague also on the not Jeff Teague, but we also signed Danny Green, and then Carmelo Anthony also with the team. So kind of but as we've kind of gone past the All-Star break, right now the Timberwolves are currently 11 and 12, so they're still searching. Hopefully, I'm doing good too. I am doing really good. So, but as you can see, we have, let's see, major money, which is LeBron James. His contract will be up. The Big Cat signing a 5-year deal, so that means his contract won't be up until 2023-24. Jeff Teague, this would be his contract year, and then Dang and Millsap, they still have 2 more years, 1 more after this one. Derrick Rose the same way. Covington has 3 years. Anthony has 2 years. Dwayne Wade is up at the end of this year, but he's already said that he is going to be retiring at the end of the year, so that does give us a little bit of wiggle room for next season. Tyus Jones also up for free agency. Saric also. Green, he's got another year. Okogie, he has this year and then a 2-year team option, which I'm sure they probably will not let go on that one. And then Taco Falls, who is right now currently in the G League, and then he has a 1-year team option. And then you have Schofield, Bates, Diop, and Aldridge. They all are being owed money. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. So a lot to consider, but some ideas to kind of think about for the season, which I think overall will be good. Overall, just to kind of give you a little bit of a taste of what to. Let's see. Like I said, we got this team I built pretty much. Where we're at right now. So I will do a quick simulcast run here, and then we'll jump in, and then see where we're at. Alright, so we go so far they're doing pretty good. Alright, so let's jump in real fast. 4th period, 48-39 in favor of the Timberwolves. And then kind of give you an idea of what I have planned for franchise for next year. It'll be something different, and something I think you'll enjoy, which will be a lot of fun to be able to cover. Alright, so as you can see, LeBron, he'll score for 2 points. So 50-39. As Minnesota still in the lead against the Orlando Magic. So Ross bringing the ball up here. Now Covington, Fournier trying to drive that lane, but quickly cut off by the Big Cat, Dwayne Wade. And then Gordon being guarded by LBJ. And then, good shot by Ross as he had Wade right on him. So neither team shooting very well. 41%, 36 kind of a terrible. So inside to LBJ. So 2 easy points there. Nice pass by Dwayne Wade. 52-41 with about 6 minutes left to go here in the ball game. So Ross trying to figure out what he wanted to do here. And then bounce over James to Jonathan Isaac. And then inside drive by Ross, stripped by the Big Cat. Over to Millsap, and Millsap will just pull it out and reset the attack once again. So Covington trying to get open, get free, hit the 3, and he'll miss that one. So good plan. Ross nails that 2-pointer. Gets the lead down to a 9-point lead here with right now inside drive for Dwayne. So Covington and LBJ, not I would say the best shot. And that's a 3-pointer. So Jonathan Isaac, 52-46 here. And now LBJ with the drive, inside give to Covington. Nice scoop and score there. Good pass there as LBJ was no doubt looking to attract some attention. So Mohamed Bamba with the Big Cat on him. So right now Isaac trying to figure out what he's going to do here. And boy, that was way too easy. Got the screen, and he just took it right in for the easy 2 points, 52-48. And right now, look out, LBJ, and he is fouled by Mohamed Bamba. So Bamba picks up his first foul in this game. Nice screen there by the Big Cat on the drive, so that forced Obama having to pick up LBJ there. And oh my goodness, 0 for 2 at the free throw line by Paul Millsap, and couldn't hang on to it. Millsap trying to get that strip. Well, he could not hang on to it, so the ball goes out of bounds back to the Magic. So right now, Dwayne Wade's still in the game. So 3-pointer there, my goodness, and it's now 3-point game. Aaron Gordon with the shot here as Derrick Rose bringing the ball up. So Dwayne Wade trying to drive it in, flip it out to Rose in the corner, and he nails the 3 right back. Nice assist from Dwayne Wade to Derrick Rose. And there's an easy 2 points by Markelle Fultz. So 57-53. So inside to the big man himself. So inside to LBJ Jr. LBJ. Oh, bad shot there. Way off the mark on that shot. And right now the Magic really moving the ball around well. And that is in there for 2 as Aaron Gordon with 11 points leads the matchup in the power forwards of Millsap. So Millsap getting the nice screen here. And there's a nice 2 points there. As Jonathan Isaac, just no defense against the big man LBJ. So timeout by Orlando. Stop them from scoring. So Danny Green in the game. He would be the 3 threat at this point. So LBJ tonight, the player of the game, as he has certainly had a pretty decent game. So Rose inside to Gordon. Gordon trying to drive against the man himself. And again down to Gordon. And now shoots over Paul Millsap that time. So, and now Rose inside to the big cat. Little fadeaway. Can't connect there. And there's a quick foul by Danny Green. Only his first. And neither team is in the bonus right now. So, good time to foul is when you're not in the bonus yet. And Gordon, got that one in. So, Bamba guarding up on the big cat here. Inside to... Oh, Rose couldn't finish. With 37 seconds. What a huge block by LeBron on that shot attempt. No doubt that has probably saved the game there. So Fultz picking up his third foul. And that will send Minnesota to the line. And Rose can't get the first one in. This is when you want the big moments. And he gets 1 out of 2, so 3-point game. With 36 seconds left in the game here in the fourth. Yes, they are. Alright, so here we go. So Green guarding up on Fournier, and the ball goes out of bounds off Danny Green's hands. So that did burn a little bit of time there. As Fournier trying to drive it and hopefully get the foul, but no good there. And a quick foul by Fournier, his third. So that will put the big cat on the free throw line down the stretch. And we know how pretty efficient he has been at the free throw line down the stretch in some huge games. As the first shot goes in, 61-57. As the second one rolls in, it is 62-57. Minnesota. Good clutch free throws there. 21 seconds left to go in the ball game as Orlando calls their final timeout. Now they're going to have to do something pretty quick and put up a shot. So Fournier being guarded up by Danny Green. As Fournier will just knock that one in. Cut it to a 3-point lead. And Fournier will pick up his fourth foul. So Danny Green will go to the free throw line for 2 with 11 seconds left in the game. And missed that first shot. As he gets 1 out of 2 on the play. So 63-59. And there's a shot, and no good there. As there's the ball game. So 63-59, Minnesota hangs on and wins this very tough matchup against Orlando. 63-59. So very good game indeed here at the Ozone Center, or the Amway Center in Orlando. So very good game indeed as we check out the final box scores. Fournier had 14 points for the Magic to lead them. Gordon added 13 plus 5 rebounds in the game, 4 assists for him. Now he was only 4 for 11 shooting in the game. Ross had 10 points. Fultz had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Mohamed Bamba, 7 points, 8 rebounds, a block shot, and a steal in the game. Isaac with 3 points, 6 rebounds for the big kid out of Florida State. And then Timothy Mozgov with 3 points. Ellington had 1. And then Cam Birch, the 6'9" kid from UNLV, had 1 rebound, 2 block shots in the game. But nothing else after that, and then no one else played at that end. LeBron James leading the team with 13 points in the game tonight, 5 for 9, and a huge block shot near there at the end, 5 rebounds, 6 assists for the man himself. And then the big cat, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block shot for him. Rose with 9 points, 2 assists. Dwayne Wade with 7, Millsap with 7, Carmelo Anthony with 7, Covington with 4, Sarge with 2, Georgiou Dieng with 2 points, 7 rebounds, and a block. Danny Green had 1. Tyus Jones had 1 assist. Rozier and Teague did not play in this game. So very tough game. Yep, good game, definitely on to the end. But yes, they definitely hung tough. Orlando definitely hung tough with us. So that was kind of one of the ideas I had for the other thing. And then the other I'm planning on doing is coming up with the franchise for next season, which I think you'll like. Definitely has nothing to do with the teams itself, but I think it'll be a lot of fun to cover in general. So I think, and it's kind of from my own thinking, my own brains in this whole thing. So I think you'll enjoy the thought process behind it. But I'm going to be covering a different team other than just the normal. So this will be completely of my own idea and own willing and everything. So, and as soon as everything else gets saved and done, then we'll kind of look ahead towards that end. Also broadcasting Game 6 tonight of the NHL playoffs, Colorado and the Wild, as I am doing that as a broadcast for my class. So that will be a little different. That will be a little different. So yeah. So this is the idea I have for next season. It's a team that I actually got the idea from a movie called Semi-Pro that looks at a team called the Flint Tropics under, of course, owner, manager, head coach, GM, everything, Jackie Moon. And the idea is seeing how this team will do in the NBA. Now, needless to say, his thinking of, now we did go through the expansion draft, and and the Flint Tropics on this run, we were able to get guys like Tyler Johnson, Raymond Felton, Jose Calderon, so pretty old lineup there. And then Wesley Matthews, J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, and then Trevor Ariza, Maurice Harkless, and then Vince Carter also on the team. And then Jonas Arepko, and then Udonis Haslam, the 38-year-old man from Miami, and then Robin Lopez, and then Aaron Baines, and then of course the big man Nene in the middle. So needless to say, went ahead and played one game, which was pretty funny. We did have the lead in the game, most of the game, until about the fourth period, until the Bulls went on a serious broadcasting class. Went on a serious run in which they won 113 to 109, and of course the Port Tropics could not hit a shot down near the end of this game. So it was even though Wesley Matthews ripped up 25 points, 13 for Johnson, 13 for Ariza, JR 11, Korver had 10, Robin Lopez had 8 plus 2 blocks, Repko had 8, Baines had 8 plus 8 rebounds, Harkless had 5, Felton had 3, Nene had 3, and Carter had a single 2 points in the game. And then Zach LaVine, the former Chicago Bull, 29 points, and then Porter 22, Mark Hannon 21 points, 13 rebounds in the game, Chris Dunn 15, Wesley Carter Jr. had 14, and then Shaquille Harrison had 5 points, Lemon Jr. 4, Archidano had 2, and Denzel Valentine had 1 point, 6 rebounds, 2 assists in the game. He played 19 minutes but did not score a single field goal in the game. So it was needless to say, that did not go well for our Tropics in that first game. But so needless to say, it's not going to be probably a very good season for our Tropics. On the other hand, the other team I'm just kind of experimenting with right now, the Grand Canyon Antelopes, have not started their season, and they would open up against the Chicago Bulls, and they also went through the expansion draft where they were a bit more fortunate with players. They acquired Jeff Teague, Isaiah Thomas, Patrick Mills, and then Danny Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Damian Dotson, 24-year-old, Harrison Barnes, Damari Carroll, and Tony Snell as the small forwards, and then Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Jonathan Motley, the 6'10 kid out of Baylor who played for Dallas last season, and then Boban Marjanovic in the middle, along with Joakim Noah and then Kim Birch. So when Orlando made him available, so needless to say, plenty of options here, but that's just a testing them out type team. I know you can do one with a rookie team. Well, most of it will kind of be of my own idea. So, in the sense of the Tropics, it's not going to be my decisions making the picks in free agency. It's going to be, of course, our all everything boss, manager, head coach, Jackie Moon. And if you haven't seen the movie Semi-Pro, I would probably watch it just so that you can get an idea of where we're kind of going with the thinking of Jackie Moon. That's kind of where we're going. He doesn't always use the best. He doesn't quite use his head as he should to make the best decisions for the team. So it's hard to say what we're going to be looking like, what the team will be looking like with him as the head man. So it'll be highly interesting to see how he'll do with the Tropics going into the NBA, and see how the team does in the long run. So that's the idea that we're going to go with next season. So I think it will be a good, kind of get us on another end here and get us prepared for next season, which I'm very excited about. 2K20, very excited about that with the new edition, and I think it'll be a good transition. Yes, just like you said, lady, you don't need to do Minnesota teams all the time, and that's true. And this is just something to kind of give us a little bit different perspective on, and see how we go with it. So it'll be a lot of fun. And as always, I'll try to do it in my best ability of simulation, and hopefully that's basically what it'll come out to be in the long run. So I certainly hope. So I certainly hope you'll be excited for what we'll be having next season for 2K20, and I certainly hope that you will be right there with us for that run. So I am super excited about the future and where we're going to be going with a lot of stuff. So right now I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for right now. This is just an inside look into 2K20 and what we can expect for next season for the Flint Tropics. So like I said, if you haven't seen the movie Semi-Pro, it's definitely worth a watch. It's highly entertaining. So but now I'm going to be switching over to the NHL playoffs, getting ready. And like I said, Dad's going to be in strictly broadcast mode, and I'm doing this for my class to see, one, to get their opinion and see what I can work on for next season. Also, when the broadcast is done, feel free to let me know in chat what you think, and give me your renditions of maybe things I can improve on and such as that. So I certainly would appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this video done, and then I'll be right back with the start of Game 6 of the NHL playoffs between the Colorado Avalanche and the Minnesota Wild. So see y'all in just a few minutes.